Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I have no shame. Todd Chrisley speaks out after Trump's pardon that freed him from prison. Todd Chrisley says that he has no shame as he appeared in public for the first time since being freed from prison following an intervention from President Donald Trump. Shame is like a cancer that just spreads, and I have no shame, he said in reference to his case where he was convicted of tax evasion. Chrisley spoke on Friday from Nashville as he addressed his pardon. He spoke next to his daughter, Savannah Chrisley, who lobbied the administration for her parents' release. Julie Chrisley was not at the press conference. The multimillionaire Trump supporters, whose show Chrisley Knows Best ran from 2014 to 2023, were found guilty of conspiring to defraud community banks out of more than $30 million in fraudulent loans in 2022. We're blessed to have our family back, and we're blessed to be coming back to television, because we do have a much bigger story, Todd Chrisley told reporters at the briefing, touting their new TV show. He added that they started filming for the show as soon as we got home from prison. Savannah Chrisley addressed what she said was the biggest misconception about the couple's pardon following accusations of corruption. The biggest misconception right now is that I either paid for a pardon or slept for a pardon, she said. That's something I would have done, her father interjected. She added that the pardon came about from countless hours, time, and money she spent on traveling to D.C., where she was in the right room at the right time with the right people. Todd Chrisley was also asked by a reporter whether he had any remorse. Do I have any remorse? He asked. I would have remorse if it was something that I did. The family announced earlier in the week they were making a TV comeback, the untitled Chrisley's project on Lifetime. We have a new show coming out on Lifetime, and it will document all of these things, Savannah Chrisley said, per ABC News. And we're excited. We literally could not have done it. It's all God and President Trump at this point. Prosecutors said the couple walked away from their responsibility for repayment when Todd Chrisley declared bankruptcy. Julie Chrisley was sentenced to 7 years in federal prison, and Todd Chrisley got 12 years behind bars. The couple was also ordered to pay $17.8 million in restitution. The couple have been appealing their case since being sentenced in November 2022 and have been in prison since January 2023. Savannah Chrisley, who has pushed for the pardon, revealed in an interview that Trump said her parents didn't look like terrorists, and he wanted to give them the full pardon. While he did say he was like, you guys don't look like terrorists to me, she told News Nation's On Balance with Leland Vittert Monday. His exact words, which was pretty funny. For context, the Chrisleys are well-known Trump supporters. Ally Samarco, a Democratic strategist, told her followers on X. Trump just pardoned TV personalities Todd and Julie Chrisley, who conspired to defraud Atlanta area banks out of $30 million in fraudulent loans. In Trump's America, crimes are celebrated and prison sentences are cut short, said Harry Sisson, a Democratic influencer, on X, calling it actual insanity. In another post, Sisson noted that the pardons for the Chrisleys come as Trump also pardoned a corrupt Virginia sheriff who took over $75,000 in bribes. Trump called him a wonderful person and a man convicted of serious tax crimes whose mom donated $1 million to Trump and worked on his campaigns. The Independent is the world's most free-thinking news brand, providing global news, commentary, and analysis for the independently minded. We have grown a huge global readership of independently minded individuals who value our trusted voice and commitment to positive change. Our mission, making change happen, has never been
Todd
as
Chrisley
important
walked
as
out
it
of
is prison with his signature swagger, not a single hair out of place. The reality star, once dubbed Mr. Southern Charm, had traded orange jumpsuits for a tailored navy blazer the second the gates opened. But this wasn't just a homecoming. It was a political spectacle. After months behind bars for financial crimes, Chrisley was granted a full pardon by former President Donald Trump in a move that has stunned fans, critics, and political analysts alike. And now, in typical Todd Chrisley fashion, he's speaking out. Loudly, unapologetically, and with zero shame. Let me tell you something, sugar. Chrisley began during an emotional sit-down interview streamed live on his newly relaunched podcast, Chrisley Confessions Uncuffed. I walked through hell in designer shoes. And now I'm back, clean, cleared, and not 1 ounce of me is sorry. He then leaned into the mic, smiled like a man who just beat the odds, and dropped the quote that instantly exploded across social media. I have no shame. None. God's not done with me yet. And neither is television. Chrisley's pardon, issued during a dramatic wave of last-minute political plays by Trump, has sparked everything from outrage to celebration. While many pointed fingers at the optics, a wealthy reality star avoiding consequences, others cheered his release as a redemption arc waiting to be televised. Chrisley, of course, sees it as divine justice. They tried to bury me, he said, adjusting his monogrammed cups. But baby, I was a seed. And I just sprouted. He spoke candidly about his time behind bars, claiming it changed him, but not in the way some might expect. I didn't get humble. I got clarity. There's a difference, he said. Humility is something you wear to please people. Clarity? That's what lets you walk out of prison knowing exactly who you are and who you're not apologizing to. In his first 72 hours out, Chrisley's re-entry into public life was a whirlwind. Paparazzi captured him reuniting with wife Julie, herself still serving time in a separate facility, with a tearful video call that reportedly ended with her whispering, "It's your turn to finish the fight." He's already planning to do just that. Sources close to the family confirm that Chrisley is in early talks for a new docuseries tentatively titled Chrisley Reborn, which promises to follow Todd's life post-pardon, including his mission to get Julie released, clear their family name, and take down every snake in the garden, as he puts it. It's not revenge, Todd said, holding a framed Bible in one hand and a glass of sweet tea in the other. It's accountability. And don't worry, I've got receipts. But Todd isn't just looking back, he's looking forward, to faith, to family, and to the next chapter of fame. I told God, if you get me through this, I will not hide, he said. I won't slink off into the night and pretend I didn't live every second of this. I'll shout it from the rooftops. I'll wear it like Boosie, because guess what? My story isn't shameful, it's a testimony. He claims to have used his prison time to counsel other inmates, start a prison prayer group, and even draft a new book titled From Cell Block to Spotlight, which he describes as part memoir, part ministry, part call out. I saw things inside those walls that America needs to hear about, he said. There are innocent men behind bars and guilty men on the street. I just happen to be both. Critics have already begun dissecting his words. Was this a redemption tour or a rebranding? Was his pardon part of a larger political strategy by Trump to court celebrity support for another presidential run? Todd didn't shy away from addressing that either. You want to know if I support President Trump, he said. I support anyone who believes people deserve a second chance and has the power to give it. Period. I ain't running for office. I'm running for truth, and I got there first. He added with a smirk, but if the White House ever needs a decorator, they know who to call. Not everyone is on board. Social media has been ablaze with the hashtags #pardon privilege and #ChristlyUnjust, with critics calling it another example of white-collar favoritism. But fans of Chrisley knows best are rejoicing, flooding comment sections with messages like, "Welcome back, King," and "God had his hand on you." Todd doesn't seem to mind the controversy. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to be heard, he said, snapping his fingers for emphasis. If you want to cancel me, sweetie, I've already been canceled by the system. And yet, here I am. He ended the interview with a prayer and a promise. To my fans, I love you. To my haters, I forgive you. And to my God, thank you for using my pain for purpose. I'm stepping into my destiny with no shame, no filter, and no fear.